Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is September 20th, 2023. This is a special live stream edition just because today we have a Federal Reserve announcement, and those always create volatility in the markets, not just the crypto markets, but also the traditional markets. And those create big moves, okay? They create big moves. But as I always say with these Fed moves, I don't know that, I don't talk about them that much, to be honest, because it doesn't necessarily change the analysis. It's an immediate precipitating factor, right? It's a factor that makes things go. It's the catalyst. But so the fruit falls from the tree instantly, right? Jerome Powell speaks 30 minutes after usually the announcement is made. So the announcement's at 2 today. 2:30 right now is when he gives his remarks. So typically you have a move during the announcement and then another move during the remarks, right? Those are precipitating causes. That's the tree, the fruit falling from the tree. But in order to fall from the tree, the fruit had to ripen. It took some time to ripen. And that's what we do on a day-to-day basis, right? We do our analysis, we prepare ourselves for these things, but it's typically not a surprise. It's not like you come into these days, the Fed announcement days, the Fed meeting days, and you're like, oh my God, I didn't know this was going to happen. No, this was all already on our radar, okay? And let's get into the analysis. And the analysis hasn't changed from yesterday. The really quick and dirty analysis is that this is a rising wedge. A rising wedge is typically a bearish pattern, okay? I say typically because there is no such thing as any pattern in technical analysis that creates one result 100% of the time. It's all probabilistic. So when I say it's a bearish pattern, I mean probabilistically these patterns break down, okay? And so what we saw yesterday was a move breaking this bottom 20-day support, right? 20 days it had been going up and down in this wedge, using this as support. We finally broke that yesterday and did exactly what we were supposed to do, which is retest broken support as resistance. And that's exactly what happened today. So break, and what do I always say, and what does Elliott wave teach us? That corrective patterns happen in waves of 3. And what do you see here? 1, 2, 3. Okay? And I'm not like making this up. Let's look at this on the smaller time frames. Guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. And here we go. Here's 30 minutes after, right? It's about 2:30 right now. It's 30 minutes after the announcement. The remarks are made. This is when you see usually the move. You'll see an initial move, and then you'll see the real move at 2:30. And so this is what we're seeing right now with this candle right here. You see, this is the volatility. So again, this is the first wave. This is the second wave. Oops. This is the second wave. This is the third wave. Okay? The second wave is a compound wave. Okay? Or you can look at it as simply 1, 2, 3, like that. So when you look at these 3-wave moves, don't be confused, because the middle wave can be a compound, right? It can be a compound flat correction in and of itself, which makes this entire thing complex. I don't want to confuse anybody, but essentially this is what you typically get from a retest. 3-wave move, okay? You can also count it like this, 1, 2, 3. But yeah, that's another way to count it. Maybe that's less confusing. 1, 2, 3. There you see clearly 3 waves. Okay, anyway, so this is what we're getting in the DXY. Because the US dollar is showing volatility, this is going to immediately proportionally affect are markets, every single market, all the crypto markets, all the traditional markets, and this is what you're seeing right now. Bitcoin is, if the DXY is going down, Bitcoin's going to pump. So is the rest of the cryptocurrency market. Okay, this is why I'm live right now, because we're seeing this live. Okay, and this is when it's happening. For those of you who are not following what's going on, just go to Twitter. I think that's probably the best thing. I still call it Twitter. It'll always be Twitter to me. Go to Twitter. Probably the best place to see, breaking news. And you can just see what the big accounts are posting. Let's see. Okay, yeah, obviously Fed announcement. Fed leaves rates unchanged as expected. Let's see. Okay, the dot plot announcement. Yeah, I don't get into the weeds of this because as a trader, it's not important. What's important is what the DXY is doing. Once we determine what the DXY is doing, then you look at your market, whatever market you're trading. That's it. I know a lot of people like to get into like, oh, what's the percentage probability that they're going to pause, they're going to go up, how many percentage points, all that stuff. It's not that important. Here, let's see. Okay, so the rate is 5.5 percentage points. I don't care, right? At the end of the day, if you're trading, if you're investing, you just want to win your trade. You want your assets to appreciate. That's it. I don't know all of the analysis that's done. I don't know anybody that this has helped. Like all of the prognostication, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. Just study the DXY. Try to make sense of what the US dollar currency index is doing, and you'll be fine. You don't need a crystal ball on what this man is going to say. Here's a little clip. I think this is the live feed. I guess we'll listen to a few seconds of it if it plays. If not, let's just go to another video. This is all live from Bloomberg. Yeah, I don't know. If you're interested in listening to this live with me on stream, just let me know through the chat. If not, I'm just going to keep it moving and look at the markets as per usual. All right. Yeah, it looks like Elon Musk is not really paying for the servers as, they were before, so this live streaming from Twitter isn't what it used to be. In any case, I think you get the point. Okay. So DXY retested important support as resistance. That's what we wanted to see. That's what we saw. Okay. It's still under this major resistance. Now new resistance, previous support with a 3-wave move. And so we expect a big move down. Our next significant support level may be over here, but it could go even lower. Okay, got an alarm set there. That's the DXY. So the DXY is going down. We should expect crypto risk on assets to go up. That's exactly what's happening. Okay, but let's not get too much ahead of ourselves. Okay, we do expect crypto to go up, but we have been at major resistance, well, significant resistance for about 2 days now, a little more than 2 days. So what we really want to see, if this move is going to propel crypto to the upside, what we want to see is a break of this resistance, okay? And that resistance is probably has a high, that resistance has a top level of 27.5, let's say, okay? We want to see a break of that resistance. So let's see what happens to this price action right here, okay? What we want, obviously, is a break of this, and that'll confirm the move up. Can we get thrown down back to support and then rise up again? Yes, we can. But we'll see what happens. Okay, looking at some of the altcoins, it looks as if some altcoins have already started to break out. Okay, DYDX, sorry, is one of them. Let's see, any other breakouts? Oh, Synthetics is another one, yeah. So you can see some of these altcoins have already gotten the message, and that makes sense, right? Because they're going to front run Bitcoin. They're going to front run Bitcoin because that's what altcoins do in a genuine move to the upside, okay? So what's going on with Bitcoin? Let's see. We may revisit the bottom of this channel first before going back up. That's what it's looking like right now. It's what it's looking like right now. Okay. But again, not all altcoins are going to do the same thing. There's in a proper dump, if Bitcoin's going down, altcoins are going to go down much harder. But in a proper pump, Bitcoin can be retracing like it is right now. Altcoins are just going to keep doing what they're doing. You see that? That is what we want to see in a proper crypto pump, right? Look at that. You see what Bitcoin's doing right now? Bitcoin's retracing a bit. Okay, it's consolidating, retracing. It may come down to this white line or even wick below it, but a lot of the altcoins are just continuing to move to the upside. That is a very strong indication of what is to come. Okay, and we can also look at Bitcoin dominance, right? What's Bitcoin dominance telling us? So this is the total 2. In this same watch list, we have Bitcoin dominance. And if Bitcoin, if crypto is going to go up and altcoins are going to outperform Bitcoin, what we want to see is Bitcoin dominance go down, okay? And so we said before that this was a resistance, this trend line was a resistance for Bitcoin dominance, and that we should find a move, a rejection down from here, okay? And right now, what do we have? Our momentum indicators is overbought, meaning this is exhaustion of trend. This is going up. You see a higher high here on the chart. Okay, this isn't confirmed yet, but maybe towards the end of the trading day, these K and D lines cross. This will be confirmed bearish divergence. Okay, so everything's telling us on the daily time frame that Bitcoin dominance is likely to come down from here, not only because it's at this major resistance, this downsloping resistance, but also our momentum indicator saying that this trend right here, this small time frame, relatively small time frame uptrend is exhausted. Okay, so that looks good for continuation of the cryptocurrency markets to the upside, just like we've been looking at pretty much all week. And look at this on the 4-hourly time frame. What do you see? Okay, what do you see? You see a higher high, right? A high, higher high, and even higher high. What do you see on the 4-hourly time frame? A high, a lower high, and even a lower high unconfirmed, but you at least have 2 highs that are confirmed, right? The K and D lines are crossed. So this is very, very likely to do something like this. Okay, again, if Bitcoin dominance is showing us that it's coming down, that's essentially telling us that expect altcoins to continue to outperform Bitcoin. So whether Bitcoin goes up or down, altcoins are going to go up by more than Bitcoin goes up. Okay, obviously we don't expect Bitcoin to go down in a wholesale move, but if Bitcoin lags to the upside, altcoins can go up much faster. If Bitcoin stays put, altcoins should still go up somewhat. That's what that Bitcoin dominance chart is showing us. So this corroborates our entire week of analysis, showing that we should expect a move to the upside in Bitcoin and in the rest of the cryptocurrency market. So what's happening here in the DXY? You're getting some consolidation, okay? And this is just some up and down movement. That's to be expected, right? So you went all the way up. You completed this 3-wave move. 1, 2, 3 shows completion, typically, of a corrective pattern. And now you're getting some consolidation for an eventual breakdown, okay? So that's what we're waiting for. That's what we're looking at. Again, Bitcoin's going to more often than not react directly to what the US dollar currency index is doing. So if the DXY is consolidating, Bitcoin's also consolidating. Once the DXY breaks down, Bitcoin should break up. But our altcoins should already get started. Why? Because just like we said yesterday, if Bitcoin's targeting 49K, let's say, let's give our really bullish target, right? If Bitcoin's targeting $49,000, right? Let's see, do I have, yeah. Bitcoin's targeting $49,000, right? That is, from here, an 80% move, okay? That's an 80% move. However, let's see, Litecoin, actually, let me take something I've already measured. Blur, for instance, would be targeting 44 cents, and that is 150% move, okay? For Blur to do 150% in the same time that Bitcoin does 80%, Blur has to get started. Blur has to start going sooner. That's the point. That's the point. These altcoins, they're outperforming Bitcoin more often than not because in these moves, these rallies, they get started a little sooner and they go a little more frequently than Bitcoin. So don't be surprised if you do see your altcoins start to rally sooner than Bitcoin. Okay? So I'm actually going to take the time remaining. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. I'm going to take the time remaining to go over some altcoins that you guys have been leaving in the comments. And that's pretty much it. Guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. We're not going to make this drag on and on. So let's see just some popular altcoins that people have mentioned in the recent past. Okay, let's start with Cardano. So Cardano on a daily time frame, I would say, let's go on the weekly first. I would say from here, I would say the target's this right here, okay? And how did I hit this target? I would say it's because I have some clear support right here, right? So clear support that has lasted 400 and some odd days. That's going to be resistance when you're below it. So if we come up, we're going to hit our heads on this 400 and some odd day level. So from here, that would be about 130%, 120, 130%, okay? So I can see Cardano hit about 58, 59 cents, okay? So again, 130% move, and that would give you a nice, move up like so. Let's put up, actually, yeah, let's just draw it in. Move up like this, and then I expect a subsequent move like that. Okay, and that is really nice because look, if you do go to this level, right, the 59 cent level, and you come back down to around the 0.5 or 618, what are you doing? You're retesting previous resistance as new support, right? This was clearly previous resistance, right? This level right here at around 40 cents. So you come up, you go to 59 cents, and you come back down and you retest 40 cents as support. I think that is a credible and likely scenario for a move up. Okay, that's a credible and likely scenario for a move up in Cardano. Okay, so that's Cardano. Now let's see. What's another one people talk about? Dogecoin. Okay, so guys, you see how long we've been in consolidation? First, we came down for about 400 days, right? And then we were in consolidation for another 400 and almost 500 days. So this is the bottom. This is the absolute bottom of the bear market for a lot of these altcoins. Absolute bottom of the bear market. You can't buy any lower. Okay? And you've held on. If you right since the top, it's been about 900 days, down for 400 days, sideways for 500 days. Okay? Don't be surprised if this next move is a significant move. And again, you can see that we're going to likely be coming to this level right here. Why? Because again, this was support for quite a while. Do you see? So 300 plus days, you gained support from this level, right? And then you finally lost it. You retested it as resistance, down. You retested it once again, came down. You're going to hit your head at this level, all right, of about 15, 16 cents in Dogecoin. Don't be surprised if you do. From here, that would be about a 150% move, okay? And again, if you did do that 150% move, let's make this... actually, you know what? Let's make our... Okay. So 150% move. You come down, you come up, and let's say you come back down. Whoops. You're going to retest the midline of this channel, right? Remember, 3 levels of any channel that are important. The bottom is support, the top is resistance, the midline is support when you're above it, resistance when you're below it. If you did this move up to this 15.9, 16 cent level, you'd probably retrace to the golden pocket 0.5618 level, which is the midline of the channel. Okay, so it's again, this would be a credible trade plan for Dogecoin, about 15.916 cents. Okay, what's another one people like to talk about? I've done ETH. People haven't talked about ETH as much. Let's do one more. Ooh, let's do synthetics, because synthetics is moving, my friends. Look at this. Synthetics is moving. Doesn't look like it on the weekly. Let's go to... So, just a little quick trading tip. So you see I have 2 different charts of synthetics. I have this chart right here. That's from Femex Exchange, or Femex, however you pronounce it. And then I have this other one that's from Binance. Okay, why do I have 2? It's because when I'm trading, if I want to be very precise, I'm going to use the chart that corresponds to the exchange that I'm trading on. Right? If you are new to trading, if you're just getting into it, understand that there could be some variance between the pricing on different exchanges. So right now on Femex, synthetics is $2.20, but it was just it's around the same, but sometimes that variation can have a lot of discrepancy on different exchanges. So anyway, that's why I have this in my my watch list for what I can look at to trade actively. But when I want to do high time frame analysis, the best is to use the chart with the most data, and the Binance chart for synthetics has the most data, so I would go here. Okay, what's my target for synthetics? there's no clear level here like I would see on Dogecoin or Cardano, right? So I'm what I've done is I'm using the Fibonacci levels here. So I'm going to take the top to the bottom of this move right here, and I'm going to target the 0618, which is what I've done. So about $8.54 thereabouts. That's where my phi ratio is. Remember, the phi ratio is so important. It's resistance when you're below it, support when you're above it. So from here, that's about a 290% move. Okay, I believe that that is a likely target for synthetics for this next move. And I'm on the weekly time frame. When you're impulsive, you don't want to be on the 15-minute time frame. You don't want to be doing analysis on the hourly time frame. Again, just like I said with Dogecoin, synthetics has been down since March or February of 2021. Down, whoops, down and sideways. Okay, down since let's see, it took almost 500 days down. Okay, and then another 500 days or so sideways. That's 1,000 days. Guys, understand the magnitude of these moves, even these first moves. People are like, dude, Dean, you're crazy. There's no way you're doing, like, the market's been pretty much stagnant. There's no way you're doing 100% out of the gates. Well, once you've been down for 500 days and sideways for 500 days, understand that this is the cause. These are the effects. I say these because that's just the beginning. It's going much higher. 500 days of accumulation. That's the cause. This is Wyckoff analysis. That's I would say I love Elliott wave theory. I think Elliott wave analysis is really top for a lot of things. But what I love about Wyckoff analysis is how it explains cause and effect. The cause is 500 days of accumulation, 500 days of consolidation, 500 days of people buying this asset at more or less the same price, right? If you bought synthetics anytime in the past 500 days, you bought around $2 to $3, right? And your median purchase price was $2.20, around where we're at right now, the middle of the range. Don't be surprised if out of the gates, once it goes from consolidative to impulsive, right? It changes. Basically, what we're looking for is a change in market phase. Okay, this is one phase. This is impulsive down. This is yeah, you could say it's impulsive down, and this is sideways or consolidative. Now we go impulsive up. Don't be surprised if out of the gates you put in that 280% move, okay? And it happens like that. So that is what I'm looking for on synthetics, and that's how I ascertain that target. Okay. Let's check in with the US dollar currency index. What is it doing? Still consolidating. And what we want to see is a consolidation at these levels before a drop, and this is what your momentum indicator is telling you, that it's likely happening, right? You're seeing an exhaustion, right, as it's overbought on the 15-minute, and it's moving up on the hourly. We're about to go into a new hourly candle, so we should see this come up somewhat. So let's just wait a few seconds. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. If you're getting value, maybe somebody else would also get value, so that this stream can be found. Okay, let's see. All right. And okay, yeah, so it's come up a bit. So what you're seeing is the momentum indicators showing that you're coming up into overbought territory, even though there's not been much progress made to the upside on the charts. And that's exactly what you want to see in consolidation. So, all right, let's move on. So we did synthetics. What's something else people want to see? Okay, let's do one more. One more. Let's do... Let me go into the general watch list and let me see if there's anything that hasn't broken out in earnest. Okay, Velo, I don't want to talk about. Yeah, nothing really has broken out, really. What's something popular? I'm trying to anticipate requests, because I always get requests for Doge and Cardano. Don't get any for Tron. Let me just pick one. VeChain. No, let me just pick Litecoin. I think Litecoin's going to surprise a lot of people. Lots of people. Okay, Litecoin. Where's this headed in this next move? Well, I think, just looking at the chart, I'm drawn to this level right here. Okay, I'm drawn to that level, and maybe I don't want to draw levels with lines. I always say that a level is not a line, it's more like a rectangle. So let's be consistent and choose a rectangle. I know I want to be precise, but that just makes more sense. So why did I choose this level? It's because this is clearly marked off as resistance, right? At the top here. It's marked off as support here, here, and here. So I believe that in this next move to the upside, Litecoin finds resistance over here. Okay, if we take our Fibonacci retracement tool from the top to the bottom of this move, that's in the golden pocket. It's very close to the 0618. Okay, so I would be inclined to believe that this is a likely credible target for our next go. And if I'm trading this and I want to pick an exact level, I'm just going to pick my phi ratio. So I'm going to say 138.12, thereabouts. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. From where we are right now, that is 112% up. So you see there's consistency. While Bitcoin is targeting 49K, which is 70% up from here, a lot of altcoins are targeting 100+% moves. So I would be on the lookout. Even high cap, high market cap altcoins, 100+% moves, right? Some of the lower caps like synthetics, even higher, right? So that's what I would be expecting in a very short amount of time. Could it happen in a few days? Absolutely, and that goes to what I was saying yesterday. Guys, hope this was helpful, hope this was useful. Like, share, and subscribe if you got value. And I'll see you next time. Take care.